Hi guys, it's Amazing Purple Girl. Just wanted to do a video on the games that I played at Adventure X. Yeah, I had my first experience of Adventure X, which was really good. Like I say, just going to talk about the games that I actually got to play, which was a fair few. What I'm going to do is tell you which game, then play the trailer that I found on Steam, and then talk about the game demo that I played. So the first game I'm going to talk about is Locomotive.
Welcome aboard the Royce Express, where my guests indulge in luxury travel, fine dining, and murder. Well then, who's at hand to catch my killer? There's my trusty lawyer, a would-be detective, and Her Majesty's Secret Service. There's just one problem. They're the suspects. With puzzles to solve, palms to grease, and clues to uncover, they'd better prove their innocence fast, or it's the end of the line in an adventure that's not just nuts. It's Locomotive!
So as you can see from that trailer, this is a fun comedy point and click. This game is the first game I crashed. There were a few. I got very near the end of the demo, and the guys actually gave me a pair of socks as a little prize for persevering. But ultimately the game thwarted me. But this one's on my wish list, and I can't wait for it to come out because I know I'm going to have such a good time finishing that game. So that's that first game. Okay, so the next game that I will talk about is Midnight Girl. So let's play the trailer. Okay, so Midnight Girl, again, another really great game. Love the art style of this one. It's the opposite end to Locomotive. It's way more serious. You have to be careful. It didn't look like you could die because there was in the demo there was a point where there was a wire in water, and the game actually stops you from going down to the area where the water is, so you wouldn't get electrocuted. Again, another one on my wish list. I think pretty much all of these are on my wish list because I really enjoyed what I played. Again, it looks like it's set decades ago, but I don't know. I couldn't see a date. The puzzles weren't too bad. That's another one I'm looking forward to. So the next game I want to talk about is, I think, without having anything in front of me, because I didn't see any flyers or promotional materials, but it's Devotionalia, I think it is. This was not a demo, this was actually the full game, and it's on itch. You can actually just go and play that for yourself. It's like I say, that is just a trailer of what the game is. This is a game unlike any I've ever played, and I'm serious about that. I'm sure I've never played anything where you click on words to change sort of the tone of your sentence. It's a very different game. Like I say, it's on itch. I think it's free to play. So yeah, with all of these games, the link will be in the description. Hop on down there and take a look at Devotionalia. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering that. And the next game is Phoenix Springs. And this is a postcard that I've got, which is quite cool. I do like this, but this did not represent the demo at all. I'm going to play the trailer I found, but I feel like the game has changed direction, because I think the trailer's about 4 years old, maybe even 5, and it does not seem to reflect the story that we played in the demo, so I think the game's changed quite a bit. So there you go. But what you play in the demo, you're the main character and you're on a train and you're looking for your brother who's gone missing. And this again had a very different mechanic, which actually reminded me quite a lot of the Blackwell series of games, well, especially Blackwell Legacy, where you've got your notebook and you find things, so those things go into your notebook, and then you've got that available to use with other things. That is the mechanic that was being used in Phoenix Springs, except you start off with the brother's name, which was Leo something. Can't remember what the surname was. And you're on the train, so you're trying to connect Leo to the hotspots on the train. It's really quite clever. I think in Blackwell it's just you collect words and use words with words rather than using words with the environment. Very much enjoy playing Phoenix Springs. Unfortunately I couldn't finish the demo because it was near the end of the day, so we were told we needed to let the exhibitors pack up. Another one on my wish list, I don't know, it looks like it's been in development for quite a while, and they had a Kickstarter. So I don't know what's happening with that one, but being that they were Adventure X, then maybe they're getting close to actually releasing it, but we'll have to see. So the next game is Quantum PI, and this is like a little newspaper cutting because we find the case that we're going to follow in the newspaper.
Another night in the city. The kind of night where even the dark can't hide the crime. Mind you, that might have something to do with the fact that I've got a cat's eyes. Name's Albert Wild. I'm a private eye. I'm the cat you come to when you need justice in this town. There's nothing like the rush of being on a case. All 6 of my nipples are tingling. At any rate, this case sounded like one of the weird ones. The body, it ain't normal. But then, what is normal in this jungle city of ours?
So yeah, Quantum PI, another one on the wish list. So it reminded me of Lord Winklebottom in that the world is clearly just animals instead of humans. And I feel like in the demo we find the victim is a cat, but Albert Wilde, who is the main character, is saying this cat's got my face. Now obviously it's just a cat. They're talking about its short legs, that it had no clothes. So it's obviously like a domestic cat in our world. That's where it's like Lord Winklebottom, where it's just animals and then they don't understand like our world. And what I found interesting about this is that when the animals are not doing soliloquy in their heads and talking to each other, they're making animal noises. And it wasn't, you'd think that would be jarring, but it really wasn't. It was fun. This is another demo I crashed. Well done me, getting good at crashing games. This is why I'm a beta tester. I find the bugs. The person who was manning the computer didn't know if it was a bug or if that was where the demo ended, but it wasn't a natural end to a demo. It just stopped, whereas you'd normally expect to say thank you for playing the demo. As far as I know, I did crash it. One thing is, at Adventure X, it was being played with an Xbox controller, which I've never used, but I did ask, is it only going to be able to be played with a controller? And they said no, you'd be able to play it with keyboard and mouse. So I said, good. I much prefer keyboard and mouse. So that's good to know. On to the next, which is horror stories. Please comply. Now this, I believe, is a series. So the series is called Horror Stories, and this one is Please Comply. It wasn't overly long, but it was the complete installment of horror stories. It was interesting. I enjoyed it. Again, another one for the wish list. Please comply is you're being given orders and you have to do things in the room and listen to them, but at the same time someone's telling you not to listen to what you're being told. There are two endings to this, so I won't spoil anything. I think you can go play that demo on Steam, so I might play again and get the other ending. I'm really looking forward to seeing what other installments going to be in the horror story series. And now for the Chronique de Silencio, I think. this one again, different. It reminded me of Papers, Please and Not Tonight, because you're looking for inconsistencies, which is exactly what you're doing in Papers, Please and Not Tonight. I mean, Not Tonight, you're kind of a bouncer, letting people in or not into a nightclub, and Papers, Please, you're a border guard, but you're looking for people with fake documents in both those games. But this one, you're sort of like a junior detective. So in the demo, you're basically trying to work out if your uncle is innocent or not of the crime that he's been accused of. Another one, that solid game, nice graphics again. I forgot. Oh God, I feel really terrible. All these games had nice graphics. Going back to Phoenix Springs, those really nice, clean, minimalist, and I really liked the way it was done. But yeah, going back to Chronic, it was nicely animated, ran quite smoothly, but I did take quite a long time. So I actually, again, because I persevered, I got a tote bag as a little reward. So I came out with a few goodies, not just the stuff that was out on the tables to take. Rosewater.
Tell me, what is it you want out of life? Fortune, glory, the thrill of adventure? I'm offering you a chance at all three. You just need to do me one small favor. You've something of a reputation, you know. Clever, resourceful, maybe a little dangerous. I do hope that's accurate. The path won't be straightforward. You'll encounter obstacles along the way, perhaps even some other dangerous people. You'll need some help, but I assure you the rewards far outweigh the risks. You will be richer than you ever thought possible, if you can deliver. I'll be in touch.
So yes, Rosewater, the last demo I played, and again I didn't get to finish it because this was the end of the second day. And this is from Francisco Gonzalez, who is Gundislav Games, who did Lamplight City, and then with Wadjet Eye as the publisher, so they also did Shardlight. So they did the Ben Jordan games way back. So Ben Jordan 6 was coming out 15 years ago. Rosewater is exactly what I'd expect from Gundislav Games. It seems to be a direct follow-on from Lamplight City, because Lamplight City is referenced in Rosewater. I've already put the demo in my library, so I'm gonna have to get that finished, and then that game will come out when it comes out. But yeah, thank you for watching this roundup. That's about it. Yeah, so I didn't do badly in how many games I got to play. That's it for now. Don't do these videos at all, so don't expect too many of them. Alright then, bye!